fine day to you, friend. May you die with a sword in your hands.
Grew up in the pain. This matter was my home for most of my life. And for a Dunmer, that's quite a statement, I assure you.
All right, then.
That woman Harry doesn't appreciate all the work I do for her.
Oh, I've heard of this one before. Watch out, Divine. More guard to your person.
Mirabelle does a fine job as Master Wizard, I suppose.
Restoration
Still,
is a
there's
perfectly
always room
balanced
for
school of
improvement.
magic.
Good day, friend. Keeping well?
Enchanting servant. The local Nords may not like us very much. They don't seem to mind having access to
Good.
enchanted weapons
Did he
and
now?
armor.
Does he have information about our wonderful discovery? Is that the one about something buried beneath Sarthal? Something that men and Mare fought over? I'll have to make a point of rereading it. I don't recall the details. I just can't seem to tear myself away. Whatever this is, its beauty is like nothing I've ever seen before. If you'd allow me to indulge myself for a moment, I thought I might make a few observations. I'm sure you've already noticed the marks. They're quite unlike anything we've seen. Eliad, Wemmer, Daedric, or even Falmer. None of them are a match. Quite curious indeed. Now, I'm not sure that you're quite as attuned as I am, given my extensive years of experience, but can you feel that? This marvelous object, it practically radiates magicka, and yet it's unlike anything I've felt before. Archmage Aaron is already hard at work, and hopefully we'll have more information soon.
I'm afraid I must...
No,
It is urgent that I speak with your associate immediately.
This is most inappropriate. We're involved in serious research here.
Yes, I've no doubt of its gravity. This, however, is a matter that cannot wait.
Well, I'm quite sure I've never been interrupted like this before. The audacity. I suppose we'll continue this at some later time, when we can avoid interruptions.
I need you to come with me immediately. Let's go. Really? Well, allow me to clarify the situation. I'd like to know why there's someone claiming to be from the Psijic Order here in the college. More importantly, I'd like to know why he's asking for you, specifically. So we're going to go have a little chat with him and find out exactly what it is he wants. I'll be the one asking the questions. All you need to know is that the Psijic Order is a rogue organization, believing themselves to be above the law. They have clashed with the Old Mary Dominion before, and I have no intention of allowing that to happen here. Now, you are going to speak to this monk and find out why he is here, and then he will be removed from college grounds.
Please,
What you learn here
it is
will
good
last
to meet
you a
you in
lifetime.
person. I'd simply like to talk to you.
Talented.
I've given us a chance to speak privately, but I'm afraid I can't do this for long. We must be brief. The situation here at your college is of dire importance, and attempts to contact you, as we have previously, have failed. I believe it is due to the very source of our concern. This object, the Eye of Magnus, as your people have taken to calling it. The energy coming from it has prevented us from reaching you with the visions you have already seen. The longer it remains here, the more dangerous the situation becomes. And so I have come here personally to tell you it must be dealt with. I'm afraid it's not that simple. You must understand the Psijic Order does not typically intervene directly in events. My presence here will be seen as an affront to some within the Order. As soon as we have finished, I will be leaving your college. I'm all too aware that my arrival has aroused suspicion, especially in Onkano, your Thalmor associate. Nevertheless, my order will not act directly. You must take it upon yourself to do so. As you may have learned, this object, the Eye, is immensely powerful. The world is not ready for it. If it remains here, it will be misused. Indeed, many in the Order believe it has already. Rather, something will happen soon, something that cannot be avoided. We believe that your efforts should be directed towards dealing with the aftermath, but we cannot predict what that will be. I fear I have already overstepped the bounds of my order, but I will offer this. Seek out the Augur of Dunlane here in your college. His perception may be more coherent than ours. He was once a student here at the college. Now he is something different. I am unsure. He is somewhere within the college. Surely one of your colleagues must know his location. I am sorry I cannot provide you with further help, but this conversation requires a great deal of effort on my part. Now, I'm afraid I must leave you. We will continue to watch over you and guide you as best we can. It is within you to succeed. Never forget that.
I'm sorry. Were you about to say something?
You must excuse me. I shouldn't be here.
Well, what is the meaning of this?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't understand.
Don't play coy. You asked to see a specific member of the college. Here he is. Now what is it that you want?
There's been a misunderstanding. Clearly, I should not be here. I shall simply take my leave.
What? What trickery is this? You're not going anywhere until I find out what you're up to.
I am not up to anything. I apologize if I have offended you in any way.
We will see about this.
I'm not sure what happened. A monk from the Sijic Order. Here after all these years, and then he just leaves. I hope we didn't offend him somehow. It's no secret that the college's reputation in Skyrim is tainted.
Hundreds of years have gone into assembling this collection. It's going to stay pristine, understand?
That incident in Morthal was just a misunderstanding, no matter what the guards claim.
I think the college... It's not enough that you've stolen the spotlight with this eye thing. Now you're looking for the Augur. I'm not sure what you're playing at, but you do well to remember your place around here. Until next time.
Excuse me. What you learn here will last you a lifetime. Has Tolfdir been telling stories again? I thought I made it quite clear that this was a subject inappropriate for conversation. Please, don't allow him to continue to discuss the subject. Beyond asking for you, he never said. Very strange indeed. All right then.
The college? Well now, there's a name I haven't heard in some time. My goodness, it's been years since I've spoken with him. I suppose he's still down in the Midden, but I haven't checked. Are you going to see him? Do tell him hello for me, won't you? Underneath the college. It's not the nicest place, so if you go down there, please do be careful. Well, I suppose he wouldn't mind. It was all before my time, you understand. I've heard the stories, the same as anyone else. He was a brilliant student, an accomplished wizard, delved into magic in a way none had seen before. But I think he became too focused on just how much power he could acquire. That's what led to the accident. Mm-hmm.
Is it true? One of the Psijics was here in the college?
Please don't bother the Archmage unless it's absolutely necessary.
Even with the college's laid-back attitude, there are still some things that are off-limits.
If there are any problems, let me know. It's my job to keep things running smoothly.
I have the what? No, do here.
Of Winterhold is an amazing sight. I've never set foot on the grounds, but always wanted to.
Your perseverance will only lead to disappointments. Still, you persist. Very well. You may enter. I am that which you have been seeking. Your efforts are in vain. It has already begun. But those who have sent you have not told you what they seek, what you seek. Indeed. And so you have come looking, though you do not know why. Like others before you, you blindly follow a path to your own destruction. The Thalmor came seeking answers as well, unaware they will be his undoing. Your path now follows his, though you will arrive too late. The one who calls himself Ancano. He seeks information about the Eye, but what he will find shall be quite different. His path will cross yours in time, but first you must find that which you need. You, and those aiding you, wish to know more about the Eye of Magnus. You wish to avoid the disaster of which you are not yet aware. To see through Magnus's eye without being blinded, you require his staff. Events now spiral quickly towards the inevitable center, so you must act with haste. Take this knowledge to your Archmage.
What you learn? Really? And what might that be? I'm sorry, what? Well, I'd certainly love to have such a powerful staff, but I'm not really sure that any of us need it. And how do you know of this? Did you really? And he specifically mentioned the staff of Magnus? I'm impressed with your initiative. Of course, someone will need to follow up on this. A most impressive attitude. Keep this up, and you'll do quite well for yourself. Something as specific and ancient as the Staff of Magnus. I'm not sure we'd ever find something like that. I seem to recall Mirabelle mentioning the staff somewhat recently. Why don't you see if she can tell you anything? I'm quite pleased with your progress, you know. You've certainly proven yourself to be more than a mere apprentice. Well done. This... I hope Mirabelle is helpful in locating the staff.
I have many important things on my mind. Your concerns are not on mine.
Mirabelle does a fine job. I can't wait to see who succeeds Mirabelle. I've no doubt she'll be promoted to Archmage at some point.
Enchanting service. The local Nords may not like us very much.
I think the college is due for a change in leadership. Until next time.
Please don't bother the Archmage unless it's absolutely... Well, now that's an odd question. Why in the world would you be asking? I see. Well, yes, I suppose I did mention it, though I'm not sure what he expects me to tell you. I only brought it to his attention a few months back when the Synod showed up here looking for it. They were apparently under the impression we were keeping it in a closet somewhere. Mages based out of Cyrodiil. They fancy themselves the imperial authority on magic these last few hundred years. My understanding is that all they really do is make noise in an attempt to curry favor from the Emperor. Lots of politics, little magic. I was quite surprised to find them on our doorstep. They seemed amiable enough, but their line of questioning made me uneasy. It became clear they're trying to hoard powerful artifacts, looking to consolidate power. No one here does. The Synod seemed convinced it was somewhere in Skyrim. They inquired about the ruins of Mzulft, but that's all I remember. It sounded like they were heading there, though they were rather secretive about why. I suppose if you're intent on looking for the staff, there's a chance they might be in Mzulft yet. Just don't expect them to be cooperative. No more than anyone else, I don't think. Have you managed to track down the Synod or the staff of Magnus?
Windhelm is absolutely freezing. How can these people tolerate it?
Well, nothing tastes better than food you've grown yourself. Something magic about dirt and sunshine making food. Good day.
Mara, protect us both. I'm ready. Let's continue.
Starting to get too old. Well, every now and then, someone from the city comes by. I think they aren't used to seeing a Nord working for a dark elf.
Master Cruelseek, once the sun goes down, it's just me and the dogs. Keep me warm and don't talk too much.
Some are saying the Sijic monks have been seen in Skyrim. They're an ancient order. Dead.
Yeah? Huh?
The mine's always on the verge of Nosy one, huh? I was a mage back in Morrowind. I lend my talents to the mines here, helping them keep the tunnels safe. By Azura, it gets hot in there. I use frost salts for a potion to keep the heat bearable, but I'm out. If you want to go to the trouble, feel free. I suppose I could offer you a bit of free alteration training when you get back. Mm-hmm. Morrowind used to be a lovely place, but you couldn't pay me to live there these days.
The Imperials think us all lawless beasts.
Most people in Skyrim don't care for Dunmer. Rogi.
I saw you steal that. You! You have committed crimes against Skyrim and her people. What say you in your defense?
Windhelm is absolutely freezing. How can these people tolerate it?
All this talk of dragons is... Yes, I've wandered a bit, but I always come back to Kynes Grove. My clan was one of the first to settle here. Legend says that my forefather Lena discovered the mines after he stumbled into a dark cave to relieve himself. Too much mead. Of course, there's another story of Lena losing the family's shield in a different cave. So it depends on who you believe. According to my grandfather, at least. He swore that version of the legend was true. Even found the cave old Lena stumbled into. Hey, if you find it, I could show you some of the clan's favorite fighting moves. They're all shield techniques. Well, a lifetime of study, you might say. The best comes from Riften, but I haven't been there in years. Ever tried making your own? It's, not easy, trust me. Hopefully that story about Lena's shield is true.
Poor Rogie. He's been in Kynes Grove forever. Great storyteller. Keeps everyone's spirits up. Owes me a lot of coin for drinks. I keep telling him not to worry about it, but he's got the stubborn Nord blood. Damn fool doesn't have the coin to pay me back, so he just beats himself up over it, and then he gets thirsty and it cycles all over again. If you could convince him that I don't care about his tab, it'd certainly make me feel better. Good day.
I visited the meaderies of Rift. What do you think I am? A beggar? My family has always paid back every single coin we owed, going back to Tiber Septim's time. I guess you're right. A Nord shouldn't be so proud to turn down a kind soul's generosity. Tell Idra I'll be fine. All right, then.
I hope you'll stay for a bit. It'll be good to not have to hear him whining about his debts. Rogie pawned a few of his things back when he still had things to pawn. Take them. Good day.
Some are saying the Sijic monks have been seen in Skyrim. They're an ancient order, and I figured for them.
there's a cave. Tread carefully. They harbor ill omens, I can sense it.
What the? Ah!
Why anything would choose to reside down here is beyond me.
Never should have come here.
Yeah!
Dereva, guide me. Trust in Mara. She'll protect us in this dark place. Mara, protect us both. Running out of room, eh? I'll be glad to help. I'm ready. Let's continue. Trust in Mara. She'll protect us in this dark place. the bite of a flea.
See you burn! Where are you?
Windhelm is absolutely freezing. How can these people tolerate it? Windhelm is absolutely freezing. How can these people tolerate it? Windhelm is absolutely freezing. How can these people tolerate it? Windhelm is absolutely freezing. How can these people tolerate it?
You come here where you're not wanted. You eat our food, you pollute our city with your stink, and you refuse to help the Stormcloaks.
We haven't taken a side because it's not our fight.
Hey, maybe the reason these Greyskins don't help in the war is because they're Imperial spies.
Imperial spies? You can't be serious.
Maybe we'll pay you a visit tonight, little spy. We got ways of finding out what you really are.
Looking for shipping? We always offer better service than the East Empire Company.
Windhelm is absolutely
Nothing new
freezing.
there. Most of the Nords living in Windhelm don't care much for us. But Rolf is the worst by far. He likes to get drunk and walk around the Grey Quarter yelling insults at us in the small hours of the morning. Oh, a real charmer, that one. Some of these Nords will come up with any excuse to despise us. And it isn't just the Dark Elves they hate. They make a target of the Argonians as well. In fact, just about anyone who isn't a Nord is fair game for their bullying. Until next time.
It's no secret. My heart goes out to Clan Shattershield. Kin murdered, family Warhammer stolen. There's no fairness in all that.
Get out of our city, Grim. Skins. This is Nordland.
If you're looking to get a drink, Candlehearth Hall's got warm fires and... It was difficult at first. The Nords of this city are at best suspicious of outsiders. But in time, I made the right friends and proved myself useful enough that they don't give me trouble anymore. The Dark Elves are too proud and naive to understand the way things truly are, and so they continue to dwell in that slum. Just got here from the Somerset Isles. Lots of opportunity in Skyrim. All right then.
Hold it there. Keep your distance. Another girl killed. This is Susanna, from Candlehearth Hall. Served me a drink just a few nights ago, but I can't say I knew her. Susanna's the third. It's always the same. Young girl killed at night, body torn up. We're stretched thin as it is with the war. Nobody has the time to spend on this. Not pleasant, but it's the truth. If you want to help, ask some of these gawkers if they saw anything useful. I'm going to examine the body before the rats can get to it.
Sorry, I thought I saw a fellow running away, but didn't get a good look at him.
Another one. Terrible. I heard a scream and came running, but she was already... like this when I got here.
What the?
My heart goes out to Clan...
No, sorry. But I did notice that her coin purse was still intact, so whoever did this wasn't after gold. I'm going to keep preparing the body, if you'll excuse me.
I'd be a lot warmer and a lot happier with a belly full of meat. What is... Just like always, nobody saw anything useful. The bastards escaped again. Look, friend, if you think you can do better than the Legion of Guards, be my guest. You'll need to talk to your life, though. We can't just let anyone go around claiming to be an official business. If he's willing, then we'll talk.
I ask only for a little charity. We'll spare a few coins to help someone who's nothing.
I'll be fine.
Master, you're far too old for this sort of journey. We don't know what's inside.
I can... just...
You see, you're not well. Have a seat, and I'll fetch you some tonic.
Now, if there was a tonic that could help me, I would have found it by now. just a man's life work is all. I finally derived the location of the white file, but this doty busybody won't let me get it.
How can these people tolerate it?
You would do that? It's good to know there are some people out there who are willing to help an old man. It's buried with its maker, Corral Mill, in a long-forsaken cave to the west of here. Corral Mill was a crafty one, even in death. You would need the skills of a master alchemist to reach his resting place. Luckily for you, I've already made the mixture. Here, take it. Please, don't dally. I've wasted enough time arguing with my useless assistant here. A legendary bottle, forged in the days when Skyrim was just starting its turn to ice. A small container made of the magically infused snow that first fell on the throat of the world. It is said that the phial will replenish whatever fluid is placed inside of it. For an alchemist like myself, it is the most pure expression of my art. To create from nothingness is poetry. I've spent my entire life searching for it.
My man, I'll never have mastered Norellian's skill with Are you kidding? I came all the way from Cyrodiil just to work with him. He's not the best teacher, but just watching him, I've learned so much. It doesn't matter what I believe. Norellian does. And it might be the only thing keeping him alive right now. Until next time.
May the 8 guide you to the fire.
I made my fortune as one of those Skyrim for the Nords types. That's just what Ulfric wants you to think. If that's what you really believe, then you're a fool. Never had much patience for fools, myself. What do you want? Whenever a group of marauders attack a Nord village, Ulfric is the first to sound the horn and send the men. But a group of Dark Elf refugees gets ambushed, a group of Argonians or a Khajiit caravan, no troops, no investigation, nothing. There's a group of cutthroats out there right now that Ulfric doesn't lift a finger to bring to justice, as long as they don't threaten Nord land. That's a brave offer. I'd be happy to throw in my coin behind that. You deal with them. I'll make sure you get paid. Maybe this old soldier will throw in some lessons as well. Show those marauders what Windhelm justice tastes.
What is it? Dragons?
Need some metal hammered? I don't see these troubles as business. This is a labor of honor. To bring Ulfric his rightful glory, I would hammer 1,000 shields. Sure as bones. I might just have to. Every bit as sharp as what you'll find in Whiterun. I respect Jormund, but he has the good fortune to work the Skyforge. Something about the fires. Their steel just holds tighter. If that makes any sense. Blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs. Whether it's armor you need or a new blade, come see me.
Mara, protect us. Running out of room, eh? I'll be glad to help.
All delicious and affordable.
Running out of room, eh? I'll be glad to help.
Assorted wares and tools you just can't live without. Come and see for yourself.
Running out of room, eh? I'll be glad to help. I'm ready. Let's continue.
Fruits and vegetables, all ripe and ready for your table.
What business do college mages have in a place like Sarthal anyway? It's a place for no... Hail, Summoner. Conjure me up a warm bed, would you?
Come and browse my selection. Everything's fresh and delicious.
Take home Windhelm's finest and freshest produce today.
I'd travel more. Take a look. thank you for your custom.
I
made
lost
my
my
fortune
twin
as a
sister
sea
away.
captain, but
My
now I'm
father says
retired.
we need to just get on with our lives.
The townsfolk call me
It's that
captain
easy.
because terrible shame that. Seems we have a killer on the loose here in Wilhelm. He's claimed 3 victims that I know of, though maybe there's more that haven't been found yet. All lovely ladies, too. Let's hope the gods find that demon soon and introduce him to the headman's axe. If you're looking to pass the time, you can give Calixto a few septims and gawk at whatever oddity he's come across lately. If you're in need of goods, there's a market. If it's a soft bed and a hot meal you're after, there's Candlehearth Hall. There's an author named Adonato staying at the inn. He's published a few works of historical fiction. The clans Shattershield and Cruelsea see most of the gold that passes through the city. And obviously you have Ulfric, the Jarl and future High King. Oh, and that busybody Viola Giordano. She's got her nose in everyone's business, which I guess is one way of being prominent. Well, nothing. At least not anymore. Folk just call me that because of what I used to do. I was a sailor for many a year. I made my coin as a trader, and in time, I bought my own ship. When I retired here in Windhelm, most folk already knew me as Captain Lonelygale, and the name just stuck. Fair winds and calm seas. That's an old sailor's party.
Got no time for a Nord who thinks he's better than everyone else.
I'd appreciate... Our little girl died recently. I've been shouldering my days with strong mead, but nothing gives my Tova peace. I've been looking for an amulet of RK to remind my wife that our child is with the gods now, but I can't find one. Thank you. Please. I'm still coming to terms with my daughter's death.
I've been a bit out of sorts since...
Mara, protect us
since I
both.
thought it was...
I'm ready. Let's continue.
For seeing a good... I hope RK grants my wife some comfort. Thank you. Here, I always pay my debts. Don't take anything for granted in life. Nothing lasts forever.
I made my
Everyone
fortune as a
says
sea
Jorland
captain, but now I'm
Greymail
retired.
is the best smith in Skyrim.
Mara, protect us both. Running out of room, eh? I'll be glad to help.
Assorted wares and tools you just can't live without. Come and see for yourself.
I'm ready. Mara Protector. Running out of room, eh? I'll be glad to help. I'm ready. Let's continue. grew up in the Pale. This land was my home for most of my life. And for a Dunmer, that's quite a statement, I assure you.
What the?
I grew up in the Pale. This land was my home for most of my life. And for a Dunmer, that's quite a statement, I assure you. Windhelm is absolutely freezing. How can these people tolerate?
Got to keep my eyes open. Damn dragons could swoop down at any time.
Be on the lookout. The butcher could be
I was
around.
one of the best soldiers in the Stormcloak army until I took
Horses.
a sword to the chest.
Farm. Of course working for Bolfried isn't my first choice. What else could a Dunmer do up there?
All my goods are I like to share my good fortune with those who deserve it.
You need anything, come see me. I'm as resourceful as I am discreet.
Trader dropped by recently with some lovely pieces, if you'd like to have a look.
Apparently some Nord women were well, you see where we have to live. This forgotten alley. All the filth from the upper quarters flows downhill, like they say. Good luck getting one of the guards to help with anything. I tried to get Ulfric to even come down here to see the squalor, but the High Lord of his mightiness couldn't find the time. None of that matters to me. Until someone takes a Dunmer, I'll let Windhelm deal with its own problems. Where else would we be? When the Red Mountain burned, you could scarcely breathe in Morrowind, so we came west. Windhelm is the first city on that road, and here we are. If we had known the Nords would be so on. If you need another drink, I'll be right
quarters.
here.
Not a day goes by that I don't think about returning to the ancestral home of my people. Still, even with the rough treatment we've had at the hands of Ulfric and his lot, I've got ties here. It's probably more trouble to pack up and leave than it is to stay. Besides, Amberus can't run the corner club on his own. Windhelm is divided into 4 quarters. The Grey Quarter is the one that's home to all the city's dark elves. If it looks to you like an impoverished slum, that's because it is. Ulfric prefers that we live in squalor. He has nothing but disdain for anyone who isn't a Nord. He tolerates us, but that's the extent of his hospitality. Keep on your guard. This city can be a little rough for those such as us.
Too many Dark Elves in Windhelm complain about the way we're treated. What good does complaining do?
I thought the Grey Quarter would be a haven for my kind. I was wrong.
All my goods are legitimate, which is more than I can say for some.
I'd travel. If you're looking to get a drink, Candlehearth Hall's got warm fires and strong ale.
Windhelm is absolutely freezing.
Looking for shipping? We always offer better service than the East Empire Company. Nothing new there. Most of the Nords living in Windhelm don't care much for us, but Rolf is the worst by far. Safe travels.
Speak quick. Make it quick.
The corner club's been filling up at night lately. I'll bet Elda up at Candlehearth is... We might be poor, but is it real? Any better out there?
Need something?
You need anything, come see me. I'm as resourceful as I am discreet.
No one bought any flowers. They're dead. My mama died when I was little. I don't remember her very well. My father was a Stormcloak soldier. One day he left and didn't come back. I'm all alone. I try to sell flowers so I can buy food. It's not much, but what else can I do? They're dead. My mama died when I was little. I don't remember her very well.
Of course working for Bolfrida isn't my first choice. But what else can a Dunmer do out here?
So you can cast a few spells? Am I supposed to be impressed?
Windhelm is absolutely freezing. How can these people tolerate it?
What the?
Then it's true, what everyone is saying. That Aventus Aretino is doing the Black Sacrament, trying to summon the Dark Brotherhood?
Oh, Grimvar. Always with the nonsense.
Fine.
I try
then
to
I'll
keep
invite him out to
Grimvar
play.
safe.
Do you know
These are
his name
dangerous
is Torsten Krulsey. He's really rich, because he owns a farm called Hollyfrost. He told me once that he wanted me to grow up and be a sailor, because that's where all our family names come from. But I don't want to be a sailor or a farmer. I want to be a warrior, the strongest one ever.
No, child, wait! That boy, that house, they are cursed.
Ha! Then I'm right. I knew it. He's trying to have somebody killed.
All right, I won't deny it, child. What you heard is true, but Aventus Aretino walks a dark path. His actions can lead only to ruin. Now, enough. We will speak no more of this. I am the only friend you need. When Grimvar asks me why women are being killed around the city, I don't even know what to say to him.
Sweet mother, send your child unto me, for the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear. Sweet mother, send your child unto me, for the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in... You've come at last! I knew you would! It worked! I knew you'd come! I just knew it! I did the Black Sacrament over and over with the body and the things. And then you came, an assassin from the Dark Brotherhood. It took so long, so very long. But now that you're here, you can accept my contract. My mother, she died. I'm all alone now. So they sent me to that terrible orphanage in Riften, Honor Hall. The headmistress is an evil, cruel woman. They call her Grella the Kind, but she's not kind. She's terrible to all of us. So I ran away and came home and performed the Black Sacrament. Now you're here, and you could kill Grella the Kind. Grodd is the head mistress of Honor Hall Orphanage, but not for long. She got sick last winter when
Windhelm
the
is
snows came,
absolutely freezing.
and she just
How can these people
she never got
tolerate it?
better. Not all year. One night she fell asleep and never woke up. So now I'm all alone, and the Jarl said I have to go into Honor Hall Orphanage. It's not fair! Please hurry. To be honest, I'm kind of lonely here. As much as I hated getting sent to Honor Hall, I really miss my friends there.
You see those warriors from Hammerfell? They've got curved swords.
What do you want, milk drinker?
My father says we need to just get on with our lives. Like it's that easy.
I've been a bit out of sorts since our daughter was taken from us.
Oh, did you need something?
Windhelm is absolutely freezing. How can these people tolerate it?
I've been a bit out sorts since our daughter was taken from us.
My favorite drinking buddy. Let's get some mead.
Windhelm.
Hear the news? There's a dragon roosting up on Mount Anthor, to the northwest.
I know this place looks horrible. Please, don't hold it against the company. Sad, isn't it? We can't afford to keep the place running since these attacks started.
Windhelm is absolutely freezing.
Pirates, you
How
see.
can these people tolerate?
Raiding all along the coast, from Hammerfell to Vardenfell. Only the Shattershields appear safe. A very powerful family in Windhelm. They run a private shipping operation and would love to have the docks to themselves. Wouldn't surprise me if they were in league with the pirates somehow. Not yet, no. But perhaps an intrepid person such as yourself could help with that? They have a dark elf who oversees their operations, Suveris Atherin. She's meticulous to a fault, and keeps a logbook with every transaction she makes. If it were to somehow end up in my hands, I wouldn't argue. They call themselves the Bloodhawkers. They've been around as long as I can remember, but only recently focused on our ships. A dastardly group, but they're more than simple brigands. Shrewd, clever, not to be trifled with. Our own security forces are limited, and all the mercenaries are tied up in this ridiculous war. We don't even know their base of operations, and attacking single ships won't really solve the problem. Now, if you'll excuse me,